All right, everybody. Welcome back to another Thinking Out Loud. I'm Eric with the Central Nebraska Chess Club, and today I'm going to be trying my best to see how much of this Guess the Move I can do with a Mikhail Botvinnik game. So which one I'm going to go over today is from the Botvinnik 100 Selected Games. I'm going to start with just the first one, which is going to be Mikhail Botvinnik versus Stoltz. And this is from, looks like 1926. This is a Queen's Gambit Declined game. I'll be completely honest, I have never played the Queen's Gambit Declined, nor have I played the Queen's Gambit. So we'll just see how good I do here. So, getting back into this, like I said, I haven't played the Queen's Gambit Declined before, and so I'm going to try my best to just go through these. The first couple of moves will be just me describing what fundamental this fulfills. And so let's get into it. Um, Obviously, I know the Queen's Gambit Declined is a Queen's Pawn maneuver, and so that will be d4. So we got that one correct. Now, what this does is this occupies the center with a pawn. It also prepares the dark squared bishop for developing. But I do know with the Queen's Gambit, you're going to follow that up with c4, which this is from 1926. And so I do need to remember the fact that people are going to be playing a lot more classical in these. And so I'm not really too worried about getting the exact move order right. Once we get out of the opening, which is going to be maybe move 9, is when I'll start working on my own thought process with it. And Stoltz, he follows up with d5. Very standard. Once again, he's occupying the center with his pawns. Botvinnik, in true Queen's Gambit, goes with c4. And this is going to be putting instant pressure on the d5 pawn. It's also going to be helping me to solidify the center with moves like knight to c3, knight to f3. These things are going to help me occupy or influence the center with my pieces. And so, with this being a Queen's Gambit Declined, Stoltz, he solidifies the center with e6. This also helps his dark squared bishop to get out into the game. This could easily turn into like a Rogozin defense, depending on what white does with his knight. Most of the time, knight c3 is the next maneuver, and then the Rogozin would be the bishop to b4 mover. So knight to c3, this influences the center with the piece. It also develops a piece. Developing in the opening is very, very important. So black also wants to develop his pieces. He's looking to castle kingside is kind of what it looks like, but honestly, it could go either way. We're still pretty early in the game. But with this knight to f6 maneuver, black is influencing the center with his pieces, which is very classically sound. Great job, Stoltz. In Botvinnik, he comes back with bishop to g5. And what this does is this pins the knight to the queen. It also develops a piece for rapid development. And it also influences the center by pinning the knight that removes one of the defenders from the d5 pawn. And so if I'm able to add in an additional attacker onto d5, then I might be able to eventually win it. So like I said, we're getting through the first 9 maneuvers. So bishop to e7, that breaks the pin of the knight. It also prepares kingside castling while developing one of his pieces. So I really like e3. Like I said, I haven't played the Queen's Gambit Decline before, nor the Queen's Gambit, so I like this maneuver. It solidifies the d4 pawn, but it also has the added benefit of showing the bishop's defense of the c4 pawn. It also allows my queen to get out into the action as well at a later point. But I really like that maneuver. So black castles, which honestly, great move, getting your king out of safety. Or getting your king to safety, not out of safety. Getting him out of the center and getting him safely. So white, as you can see here, black has already developed. White has moved a considerable amount of pawns, which it's Botvinnik, so I'll give him a pass. Me personally, I would have done a little bit more development, but like I said, I haven't played the Queen's Gambit Decline, so this is maybe how it's supposed to go. But me personally, I'm all about like getting your knights out, getting your bishops out, getting castled. But I'm also not Mikhail Botvinnik, and I'm also not a multi-time world champion. So we'll go with it. So obviously, anytime that I see a knight pawn get pushed, either the B pawn or the G pawn, most of the time that tells me, as a beginner player, that they are looking to fianchetto the bishop. With that being said, once he fianchettos that bishop and he takes the C, like D takes C pawn, then that is going to be a monster to deal with. That's a long diagonal that doesn't have anything getting in his way. So I dig this move. I dig this. I can get behind it there, Stoltz. So I think we're getting close to being out of the opening because this move doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. Besides the fact that it gets my rook developed. I am going to be looking to open up the C file with C takes D, which then that does open up the C file, so I can see what Botvinnik's doing here. That makes sense to me, actually. So Stoltz, he does go ahead and fianchettos his bishop. Gonna have to be real careful about this opening up that long diagonal with the C and the D pawns looking at each other. So I think Botvinnik's gonna have to be thinking about something with that. Okay, so Botvinnik is starting to catch up on his development. As you can see, he is looking to castle kingside. He does have his light squared bishop is on a pretty strong place because he can either go to the queen side or the king side. Now we've got knight b to d7. So he's solidifying the center as well. There is some potential for an e-pawn break. There's also the added solidifying of the knight on the f6 pawn, f6 square. Botvinnik finishes up his development. He is castling, and the only thing he needs to do to connect his rooks is to get his queen in the action. And so here we've got knight to king 5. Well, that's how it is in the... Wow. That's descriptive notation if I ever saw it. He went knight e4. Now, other things that people have done is to create an isolated queen pawn, and that would be to start exchanging on the d5 square. And now that we're at move 9, I'm going to go ahead and start doing my own analysis to... What I'm going to do is start doing my own analysis to try and guess the move from this point forward. And first of all, I don't really like that knight on e4. That's a powerful knight. I need to get rid of it. What is it threatening? So that knight is threatening my knight that's on c3. It's also threatening my bishop on g5. The bishop is also attacking my bishop on g5. So I think the bishop is definitely more vulnerable. The bishop on g5, because it's being attacked twice. It's only being defended once. And so I think I need to take the bishop on e2. I guess that's e7. I'm going to say bishop takes e7 is one of my candidate moves. Queen takes, then I can go knight takes, then that forks it. Okay, I don't think I like it. So I do think it's bishop takes e7 is the first maneuver here. I like that a lot better than knight takes e4. Bishop takes e7 is my first maneuver. Let's see what we got here. So I did get that one right. Myself 1 point there. Obviously, it's going to be queen takes, because you can't leave that bishop there for me to take the queen. Now, what we got going on here? Obviously, I can take knight takes e4, d takes e4, bishop takes e4, bishop takes e4, and then he's got a pretty strong bishop on the e4 pair square. So, that's an option, but I don't like the fact that he's going to be standing tall on the e4 square. What other options do we have? Obviously, c takes d5, and then e takes d5. That opens up the c file for me to use at a later date. I'd still have to do something about that knight, though. Could also go, see, queen to b3 doesn't do anything. Does e5 do anything? No, because he could just kick it with f4. Sorry, f6 would just kick the knight, swap the knights off. That doesn't do me anything. So let's go with c takes d5. I'm looking at the wrong one. My book fell. Here we go. I've got c takes d5. I'm pretty sure e takes d5 is coming after that. So what we got going on here? What that does when I did the c takes d5 is that opens up the c file for my rook. Do need to do something about that knight though. The knight on e4, I don't like it. So I'm going to say that knight takes e4 is one candidate move, although queen to c2 is also another candidate move, putting more pressure on the e4 square. If I take knight takes e4, then d takes e4, that forks my knight and my bishop. I think I like that much. Then if I take bishop takes e4, then he can take with either the queen or the bishop, which puts me in kind of a bad spot. So I'm going to say it's queen to c3. Even then, knight takes e4, d takes e4, bishop takes e4, bishop takes e4, queen takes e4. That's still not good for me, though. I could attack the pawn a second time, but then he'll just solidify it. I also could go knight to d2, attacking the e. That's not bad. It puts an additional attacker there, so I think it's knight to d2, attacking the e4 knight. Let's see what we did here. Okay, so what in the world did I miss here? Because obviously when he goes d takes e4, he's going to be forking my pieces. What did I miss? So I can't save both of them. Now this is looking kind of bad, because the threat here is going to be bishop takes, sorry, not bishop, e takes f3, and then if I take with the queen, he's got the bishop there. But if I take with my g-pawn, then he's able to swing down and check me with the queen on g5. I honestly don't know. Let's just see what he does. I'm going to give myself a 0 on that one. But I got to do something. So I'm going to say it's queen to e2, which defends both the pieces. But that's a terrible move. I guess knight to e1 is not great, but it's not horrible. So let's go knight e1, even though I don't think that's it. Rook takes c7. Alright, let's look into why Botvinnik played rook takes c7. So, takes c7. So that is an equal trade. Technically, I'm up a pawn, but if he is to take the knight, I can take the bishop. Then that... Wow, that was very clever. That was very clever, there, Botvinnik. No matter which one he takes, I can take the knight squared bishop. I've got a rook on the 7th, which is an incredible place to be. Wow, that was really cool. Where do we go? What's he going to do here? Bishop to c8. So he is getting himself off of that long diagonal, putting his guy on a better square. Is now the time when I do... There's a pin there on the d7 knight. Is now the time that I would pile onto the pin with knight to e5. That would put an extra attacker onto that knight. Also expose it with bishop to b5, which also attacks that guy a second time. I think what I want to do is the bishop to b5. Then if he takes the knight, then I can take with the queen, and I can exploit the long diagonal with my queen, keeping the light squared bishop on the board. So I think it's bishop to b5, adding on to that pin. Let's see if I got it right here. Bishop to b5. Okay, good. So I got a point on that one. b5, e takes. So following up with my thought process was queen takes f3, putting my queen on the long diagonal as well, and attacking his rook. I think it's queen takes f3. We're on a roll now, everybody. So what do we got here now? Queen d6. So he's obviously attacking my rook. It's like the most obvious one. So I need to stop that. If I go ahead and just take the rook, swap the rooks off the board, the queen takes a8, queen takes c7. I'm going to say it's... No, I'm going to say it's queen takes rook. Queen takes rook. I've also got rook back to c2, but that takes that rook off of a very strong square. Being on the 7th rank is very nice. Double up the rooks on the c file. I'll go rook to c1. Doubling up the rooks. I'm going to go rook f to c1. I was wrong on that one. Let's see, queen c6. Obviously, we can swap off the queens at this point. I would have an additional attacker on the d7 knight. The d7 knight, as well as attacking the a8 rook if we swap off the queens. Let's see. Obviously, he can't take my rook because he'll be losing his queen. That was a pretty subtle move there, Botvinnik. I like it. Queen b4. Queen b4 is attacking my b2 pawn, as well as directly it's attacking the bishop on b5. If I move the queen to take the rook, then he would be able to take my bishop. Still think I need to take that rook before it moves. We're swapping off a knight, swapping off a bishop for a rook. That's usually a pretty good trade. So I'm going to take the rook, let him have my bishop. Bishop, no, he does not. He has a discovered attack with the queen, because his rook that's on the f8 square is now attacking my queen. He's also attacking my my bishop a second time, and pinning that bishop too. He's pinning the bishop to my my other rook. Do I move the queen? Obviously can't move the bishop. I gotta move the queen, because if I take his bishop, he takes my queen, and that's not good. Can't really save that bishop without making some heavy concessions.
Move it, move it.
Sorry for that, everybody. At this point, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pawns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pawns. I'm up 2 pawns. I have both my rooks and a queen. He's got 1 queen and 1 rook, but 2 minors. So I'm up 4 points of material. I could give back some of the material to bring him down a little bit more. Swap off the queen for the rook. King takes? No, because then I could just take the knight. So the knight would take, and then I can take the bishop, which then saves my bishop. I'd be swapping off a queen for a rook and a knight and a bishop. 5, 6, 7, 8. I'd be giving up basically 1 point. I'd still be up 3 points of material. Queen takes f8, I think, is the correct answer. Ooh, all right. So knight takes f8. I think I need to take that bishop. Oh, it's his move. h5. Oh, I was like, what's going on here? That rook is on the 7th, so I can take the a pawn. I could also move the b pawn, because it's being attacked. Go b3, which defends it. I could do h4, stops him in his tracks. Also gives my king some space. So if I go rook takes a7, queen takes b2, bishop to c4. Let's go rook takes, queen takes. I still think that bishop to c4, attacking that f7 pawn's the right move. Feels like something I would do. It's kind of almost forcing, but not really forcing. Okay, so they're blocking that, which is pretty smart. Also has the added bonus of defending the a pawn a second time, so that's good. What I could do here is I can check on a8. The king would go to h7, and I can move the bishop to d3 to check. Then the king can only go to. We can block it. Let's go rook to a8 check. Is my guess. So missed that one. But what that does is it adds a defender to the bishop and defends the pawn, and stops his pawn from advancing any further. I still feel like rook a8 check would be something to consider. h3 is another thing to consider. Even h4 wouldn't be horrible. But rook to b7 is pretty interesting. That pawn has no way of being defended with that bishop there. I think that's it. Rook b7. Oops, sorry guys, I went back too far. Well, I gotta give myself 0 points because I saw it, so we'll just push that. So that attacks the knight. Where's the knight gonna go? is going to have to go back to f8, over to d8, or it can go to g5. Goes back, push the pawn again. Obviously, that's a pass pawn, so pushing the pass pawn can't be horrible, right? So let's go ahead and do d6. Oh, that traps the knight. Oh, wow, totally missed that. That knight is trapped. Everywhere he goes, he's getting taken. Wow. What do I want to do here? I missed that resource, so I can't push that pawn because then the knight will be able to escape. I could solidify the center, though, by doing e4. e4? Now you give yourself a left. I see how it is. I finally forget about it, thinking everything's all kosher. So once again, I don't want to push the d pawn because that allows his knight to get out. Obviously, I can also do e4. I can do f3, preparing e4. But I think it's e4, solidifying the center. I can do some fun discovered attacks here. If I go bishop to c2, I can do a discovered check, taking the queen by pushing the e pawn to e5. That's easily countered, though, by just pushing the g pawn up. But I don't really see anything else at the moment. Bishop to c2. Oh, he just goes for it, because you always have bishop to c2 check, and it allows me to do something about that pesky knight. So that's a good defense. Let's see, am I able to push e6? F takes e6, d takes e6, queen takes e6. So not yet. I think I need to prepare it. The rook, is it rook to a1? Or sorry, rook to e1? Rook to e1. That prepares me to push the pawn. e1, that prepares the pawn push. I think now is when I need to e6. Now if he takes, then I have a protected passed pawn. I think he has to take it. I take back. Now if he takes, that thing's doubly protected. Rook takes, then the queen's obviously being attacked. Bishop to c2 is coming. Oh, he resigned at this point. Oh, let's see what the best move for black is. They're obviously not doing great. That defends against the check. That's nasty. Good job, Botvinnik. Obviously, as we learned tonight, I am not Mikhail Botvinnik. Of the, I guessed 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see, there were 22 moves that I guessed the move on. I got 13 out of 22. So a lot of those were pretty self-explanatory. But the one that really jumped out at me, though, was back here with that rook maneuver that he did. That was just nuts. Rook takes c7. Oh my goodness, I didn't see this. I didn't think that was possible. I didn't even consider it. This was beautiful. Alright guys, well I hope you enjoyed this episode of Thinking Out Loud. And let me know if there's any games you want me to try out next time. Leave them in the comments.